finally made it to Yellowstone. It's sunny and breezy, and there's a big animal. There's a big animal right there. That's an elk. Right there. Just hanging out. So we're in the West Thumb Geyser Basin, which is near where we're staying at Grant Village Campground. Yeah, there's a big elk, so I'm going to turn you around and show you around the geysers here. Renamed our guide Geyser Gary, and he told us that the fishing cone was a place where fishermen or fisher people would take their fresh catches and dunk them in there so that they would cook so they could eat them. Good morning from the Old Faithful parking lot, in which there are a million free spaces. We're so happy that the parking is way better than at Glacier here. It's 6:30 a.m. We wanted to come to Old Faithful first so that we wouldn't have to deal with gloms of people, and there's hardly anyone here, which is a good sign.
So great success. Yes,
great success. And so yeah, I think this is part of the upper basin of geysers, and so we're gonna go figure out when Old Faithful is going to erupt, and then just do a walking tour around of the other geysers. And it's 40 degrees here. We have layers on. Come on, Old Faithful. You can do it.
I don't know how faithful it is anymore.
We've already walked 18,858 steps, which is 7.5 miles. So there's a lot of walking to see the geysers. So today is basically just to see all the geysers. Well, maybe not all the geysers day, but see the geysers until we get sick of them. Woo! Steamy at Hot Lake.
Oh yeah.
We're getting a facial.
Okay, we're at the Continental Divide. 8391 feet.
Okay, I don't think I've shown you all our tent set yet. So this is the J Loop in Grant. It's a tent only loop. We have our living room set up and our kitchen over there. And we've been here 2 nights, and there was a couple that was staying at this site that's literally right next to ours. They're very close. The first night they left. Then there was a family of 7 last night, 5 kids. They apparently have left, so who knows who's going to be there tonight. But yeah, the sites are very close, but it's it gets a fair amount of shade. We have a nice big car pad for our 2 cars. The water spigot is right there. The trash is right there. The bathroom's right there. Yeah, and it has good, pretty good access to all the stuff in the park because it's like right in the middle, but all the way down south. So it's working for us, and we're spending 4 nights here. Good morning from the Grand Canyon of Yellowestone. It's our second full day in the park. Yesterday we ended up clocking between 23, actually I think close to 24,000 steps, which was a lot. Today we're exploring the north and south rims of the canyon. This morning on our drive out, it was really beautiful through this valley. We saw a whole bunch of buffalo, and yeah, now we're just on the South Rim Trail looking at the lower falls, so we'll take you along. So there's not a definitive story of how this park got its name Yellowstone, but some historians think that the Minotari tribe named it Yellowstone because of yellow colored stone a few hundred miles actually down from the park along the river. But here in the canyon you can kind of see the yellow hue, at least of the stone here. I've acquired a hat. It's for covering my gross hair and also for the sun. So we're here at the Norris Geyser Basin, one of the biggest, hottest geysers exists here. It's called the Steamboat Geyser, and there's some other cool stuff to see as well. we've seen so much buffalo today, which has been amazing. Now it's the afternoon, we're walking along Lahardy Falls, and it's cloudy and there are wildflowers everywhere and it's cool and we're next to the river. It's so lovely. And I think we're gonna go to the fishing bridge, and then we're actually gonna drive along the road that goes out to the east entrance, because that's supposed to be a really beautiful drive, and we'll just take in the sights and maybe see some more wildlife. We are here on the beautiful Yellowstone Lake at Steamboat Point. We're driving along the eastern part of the park out to the eastern entrance, and then we'll turn around and come back. And Alana and I were just reflecting that each corner of the park feels like a separate landscape and vibe and different views and different things to see. And while we really have enjoyed seeing all the different geysers and the hot thermal activity, it's been really nice to go kind of off the beaten path. So Yellowstone is so big that if you kind of move away from Old Faithful and the really popular geyser basins, there are not a lot of people here. It's quite peaceful, especially on this eastern part of the drive. We've hardly seen anyone. So if you do come to Yellowstone, give yourself a few full days and really venture out to some of the far corners of the park, away from the top destinations. And we have 3 full days here, plus we did a little afternoon our first day of arrival, and I feel like we've had enough time to see a lot of things. So just enjoying a beautiful afternoon here at Steamboat